This morning around 11:30, we had a traffic officer, Officer C.L. Tremoroli, running radar up in the near Ribault Junior High School. As he was running radar, a vehicle came down the road, exceeding the speed limit. Officer Tremoroli stepped out to flag the vehicle over. The vehicle pulled over. As she did so, as Officer Tremoroli was walking up to the car, the vehicle sped off. Officer Tremoroli then retreated back to his car very quickly and began to pursue the vehicle. Understanding that it was only a traffic violation at this time, cut his blue lights and sirens off after a very short pursuit. The citizens pointed in the direction down Knight Drive, indicating that that's the direction where the vehicle went. Officer Tremoroli then caught sight of the vehicle again, pulled up behind the vehicle. As he was doing that, the vehicle had pulled up onto the curb into the grass area at the dead end of Knight Drive. The vehicle was smoking to the point to where Officer Tremoroli actually requested our dispatcher to call fire control. Officer Tremoroli approached the car, was making an effort to get the one person, the driver, the female driver, out of the vehicle. He was concerned that the vehicle was on fire and she was trapped. And Officer Tremoroli had retreated back to his car to get something to where he could break the window out of the car. When he did that, some of the neighbors hollered, "She's running." She had jumped out of the car and was on foot running away. Officer Tremoroli then gave foot pursuit, actually captured the suspect approximately maybe 750 to 1,000 yards from the original stop, at which time there was a very brief struggle. Officer Tremoroli then had the female driver by one arm, escorting her back in the direction of the original stop. At that point, the female comes out of somewhere on her clothing with a firearm and shoots twice at Officer Tremoroli in very close proximity.
I heard two shots, one to the back door. I walked out in the middle of the sidewalk back there with my popcorn on my hand, and I seen the officer had his pistol drawn, his automatic pistol drawn. I heard 4 more shots, and the girl was just laying there on the ground. I didn't see no gun on the girl, and I walked right up to the fence, man, when the girl had her eyes rolled, sitting back there without saying nothing. And she said, "I can't breathe," and that was it. One officer came up with no clothes on, held her hand, and that was it, man.
One of the shots came close enough to Officer Tremoroli that he thought he had actually been shot because he put it out on the radio that he'd been shot. The second shot that we believe was fired actually struck his taser on his duty belt. At that point in time, Officer Tremoroli was able to step back, draw his weapon, and fire several times and eliminate that threat. At that point, he then called for rescue. The suspect was then transported to the local hospital where she was pronounced dead.